think the best time for family to be able to help is when the family understands that the person with the addiction is not the identified client, but the entire family is the identified client. Okay, because family they don't really do a good job of helping when they think, oh, that's just your problem.
Yes.
You're the problem in the family. You're the one that's wreaking havoc. It's you. I look and I say, when families bring their kids in, I say, they think it's Johnny, but really it's the whole family. So the whole family structure has to be repaired. If the family is willing to look and say what part they played. Sometimes family's not willing to do that. So sometimes we have to distance from family.
This is true.
Certain family members, but yeah, you have to be willing to say what part you played. Other than that, you're not going to be able to assist that loved one who's reaching out for help or assistance.
I like that. Actually, I love that because a lot of times you see a loved one go to recovery.
That's right.
They're there for 2 years. They come back and they get back into the family unit, and then they find out, okay, I can't do this here. And then the family is, even though they're still with the family falls apart.
That's right.
If you got a mother who comes back and she comes back to a husband with the children, then she can't be that wife because, like you said, the whole unit did not get some understanding. That's and not necessarily treatment, but get understanding of what the addiction did to the unit.
Yes.
The breakdown. And then you'll see, well, divorce.
Yes.
Or either you see the children begin to act out in their behaviors.
That's right.
Because, okay, now mom is trying to live this new life, but mom's been gone, and then now we want mom to do what we want her to do the way we want her to do it.
That's right.
Without understanding what mom did, the reasons that she did, and then the family getting some counseling to understand the mental illness and the disease, or the mental aspect of it and the disease aspect of it itself.
That's right.
So I really think that is really huge what you said. It is a family disease.
It is.
You know, and families don't want to see that. Like you said, no, that's Johnny's problem, not mine. No, if you're Johnny's mother, then guess what?
Yeah.
It's your problem too.
Yeah.
So I love that.
I don't know where that came from. Wait a minute. Listen, gene pool, and I tell parents, I said, you cannot unscramble an egg. That is a part of your genetic makeup, and you can't. You ever unscrambled an egg?
No.
I've never been able to unscramble an egg.
I struggle with just scrambling one.
Okay then. So, you know, and families have to learn to not condemn.
Yes.
And not be so judgmental.
Yes.
And you got to find that balance of, you know, yes, we want them to take responsibility, but as a family, you have to take some responsibility as well.
Yes.
Everyone's got to. That's why the individual, whoever the person is, they act out so much because they're going, you want me to take all this responsibility? You're not taking any responsibility. I can't talk about the whole story because you get upset, and then I become a mirror image of what you are and what you don't want to own up to.
Yes.
And then the person says, just forget it. I'll just go get drunk.
Yes.
Or I'll just go get high, or I'll just go, you know, whatever it is you do, gamble, or whatever it is, whatever your addiction is. So it's the whole family.
Yes, it is. It is. You know, I used to hear people say, well, they ain't gonna want no help till they hit their rock bottom.
Yeah.
You know, and we hear rock bottom all the time. Rock bottom is basically just saying, I need some help. Admitting to yourself. Most people think, well, losing their house or losing their children, yeah, that may be rock bottom. But if it takes you to the point to where you say, okay, I need some help.
Yeah.
Because have you ever tried to help somebody who didn't want to be helped?
Yes.
That's a hard battle, because like you said, they're going to close the door.
That's right.
They're going to cuss you out. They're going to walk away. But the day they say, I want some help, and you walk up to them and you say, hey, let me help you. the wall is down.
It's down.
It's down. And now they're open to hearing you.
That's right.
They're open to recovery. They're open to resources. They are open to so much more. And then that's when the true journey begins.
That's it.
That's when
That's
the journey
it.
begins.
That's it. I can't help you until you're ready to be helped.
Exactly.
But listen, I can give you no judgment, no condemnation, and I can have resources ready. I tell family members, listen, when they get ready, you be ready.
Yeah.
Do. When they say, I'm ready to be helped, you jump on it. You got your resources and you're getting them where they need to go, or yes. Because you've been barking at them all this time. You've been barking at them all this time. So now when they say, I need some help, what you gonna do?
And we're talking about when do we help. Now that individual, you, the gambler, the addict, or the alcoholic, when do we actually step in and help that person?
Okay. When that, well, just like I said, when you're finding out the balance as a family unit, okay? Making sure you got to rule out your judgment, rule out condemnation, because you need buy-in from the individual. Okay, what is the goal? I want him to get help. So then I have to look at my decision-making model. Is he ready? Is he or she ready?
Yes.
Are they even admitting that they have a problem?
Yeah.
Am I contributing to the problem? Am I enabling or am I assisting? I tell family members, I said, if you have a card to the recovery house or whatever it is, I said, just keep giving them a card. They may rip it up or do it. You have 1,000 cards in your pocket, and every time they come to you, and you know what? After a while, they may wake up in the midnight hour and pull that card out and say, you know what? Aunt Josie kept telling me this, and they've got a resource. So you've helped them, okay? Al-Anon, there's different organizations, but understand your loved one's addiction. Because with all that getting, you have to get an understanding.
Yes.
So when do you help? When the person says, I have a problem. I need to get some help, and you've been shoving that resource in front of them, okay? And if you don't know of any resources, you need to go find out where the resources are. Go and research your loved one's addiction or whatever it is that's going on with them, because you need to understand and have knowledge of it so that you can present them with different resources. That's better than giving them money or sending them off to the races or telling them they're going to be okay. No, they're not going to be okay. They could die in this.
Exactly.
It's serious. Sometimes family can be the one.
Okay.
It just depends on how honest what the family structure is looking like. Okay. There are some family structures that, listen, we're to our own. We're being true. We're being honest. Joe's got an open platform. He can talk about what he needs to talk about. He just, okay, we got this little thing we may be enabling, and we're even willing to look at that. But listen, most of the time, I don't know what it is, but most of the time, the individual is going to give the family the hardest time.
Yes, I agree.
So it's good to have other circles of support, family, friends, could be your church. I don't know where your circle of support is, but just don't isolate yourself, okay? Make sure you stay in front of someone that's talking good stuff now. That's not talking, because you already got one in the room that's saying some stuff that, you're the one in the room. So you don't need to be in the room with another individual that's agreeing with you.
I agree.
Does that make sense? So family, listen, you don't give up and know your role. Know if you need to be in the background. The question becomes, you ask the individual, what do you need from me?
Yes.
And they may say, I need you to just leave me alone. Well, then you try to do that to the best of your ability without judgment, without condemning, and you keep loving them. Okay, they just need you to love them back here. Could be that they're ashamed, they feel guilty, and all those feelings are overwhelming for them, and every time they see you, they just, so don't take it personal, family. Don't take it personal. You are helping when you give them what they need, when they say, leave me alone, or I need you to, if it's positive. Of course, you don't need to feed the addiction, But whatever it is, and if you stand your ground on loving and not judging and condemning, that individual will respect you. And they'll remember that.
Yes.
Whether it's your sister, your brother, your cousin, your whoever, they'll remember that. So you step in when the person, they'll let you know what they need.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree. And I do know for, a lot of people who are experiencing any type of addiction, me myself, family will try to have so many different roles. Oh, they want to be the counselor.
They do.
They want to be the support. And they do wear a lot of hats.
They do.
You got sisters who are counselors, that is your support system. That may be even your minister. They wear a lot of hats. I love what you said. But me personally, I would find my help outside of my family.
I hear you.
Because of the one thing, like you said, the judgment part, and it's so hard not to do as a family member. Even someone who has clean time under her belt, but has experienced an addiction, and then have family members who have experienced addiction. Sometimes my own judgment comes in. So I've learned in life itself that family may not do it purposely.
Right.
But it's so easy to cross that line. And that could be more of a setback for that person who is in recovery or who's trying to move forward than anything. Now, family is great support, like you said, especially if everything is out on the table. Yeah, we know we got this over here, and Tommy, he's a cross-dresser, but and we've got a whole bunch of things going on, right? We love him. But they can also be the hardest people.
Yeah.
And so that a lot of times will set that person up for failure, not meaningly to do it. It just happens. So that's my personal experience, my personal opinion. My family is my great and my biggest support, from on both ends. But to go to and say, hey, I got a problem, I need some help. Well, all you need to do is you just need to quit doing this. Well, no, you just need to go over here. Well, we gonna pray for you. And that was all great.
That can be frustrating.
Yeah, and it could be, but they didn't understand what I truly needed. And then when I tried to explain it to them, like you said, they couldn't give that to me. So I sought it outside of my family. And for me, it worked. Now, it may be different for you. You may have family who understands, who has even been where you are, or like Miss Tanya said, who has resources, who has knowledge, who is willing to say, hey, you let us know what we can do, and when we've done all we can do, and that's enough, we'll get out of the way.
That's right.
But there are some people out there who says, no, my family is very judgmental. You got to know your family.
You got to know your family.
You got to know your family.
It's part of the truth journey.
That's exactly part of the truth journey. So if it takes you going to recovery or going to, like you said, Al-Anon or a 12-step meeting to get what you need outside of your family, please do.
Yes.
Because the most important thing is that you get what you need and not get it. Not get it because of your family. Did that make sense? That
makes sense. It makes sense. And again, I said the shame and guilt and disappointment comes in with family, and that's a lot of times. But listen, if you have a family where on one side of the family or both sides of the family, everybody's an alcoholic.
There you go.
That's different.
That's totally different.
Okay, that totally makes sense that you're going outside the family, because you might be the one, how some people say, I was the first graduate. Hey, I was the first one clean in my family.
Yes.
So you, like you said, it's part of the truth. You just got to know your family. And if you have to go outside of that, the bottom line is to have someone that's knowledgeable, and they're willing to pour in some knowledge and understanding of what's going on with you, instead of just saying, just quit doing it. That means they don't understand.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So, if you like what you heard, hit the like button. If you want to hear more, share and subscribe. And remember, the journey is not where you're going, but sometimes it's about how to get there. Until next time, thanks.